Hey, turn down that music. Alrighty, I'm gonna wait for you guys to come on here. Unbelievable. How many people you see on there? Okay, we see one. Whoo-wee! See one. Can you hear me? See one person there, 11. Can you guys hear me? I got news for you. Straight up news. You guys hear me? Good. Guys, unbelievable. I did not expect to get down like this, but man, I tell you, this is a lawless country, straight up. A lawless country, straight up. All right, some of you guys are in here. Let me tell you. So, we had court today. We had to go at the court here for Brother Ryan. He came out. Everybody's back home. Thank Yah. Everybody made it back home. They put Brother Ryan in custody. Did they put him in custody? They put handcuffs on him? Yep. They put handcuffs. They kicked me out of the court. Bro, I mean, they had over 20 law enforcement. 20. At least 20. Came in there. Everything was cool and everything. What's the judge, this guy that's acting as judge? Bo Lee Joyce. Literally continued disrespecting Brother Ryan. Keep calling him outside of his name. He called him everything but what he wanted to be called. Kept on calling him out of his name, and then he's tripping because he felt disrespected by Brother Ryan because Brother Ryan kept on interrupting him by correcting him. And I'm like saying, wait a minute, you continue want him to respect you, but you keep disrespecting him. What authority that gives you the right to disrespect my brother? He didn't even want to go across the bow. He says, no, I'm not going across the bow until we get some things worked out here. And then he wanted to intimidate him with his bullies, the supposed law enforcement, saying that if you don't come and sit here, then we're going to force you. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Force you. This thing is, guys, let me tell you something. We live in a country that they cannot do shit to you unless they have your consent. And they will intimidate you to get your consent. 20 police, sheriff, there wasn't enough sheriff departments. They had to go get the local police department, the Green Bay Police Department. PD was there. Over 20 people with guns and taser. We were outgunned. We were out taser. We were outmanned. Were we not outmanned? We were outnumbered. 20. Man, this is off the chain. Let me read something to you right here. One cop, police brutality, elbowed Brother Jordan.
His name is Tanner.
Huh?
His name is Tanner.
Officer Tanner elbowed him and said, I don't know what happened. See, they can do anything. They really believe they can do anything they want to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You don't know what they can and cannot do, even though you know what they can and cannot do because you do your due diligence, you do the work. And then when you tell them they can't do that, they tell you they can't. I mean, why don't you just tell me to take my pants off? What? Why don't you just take a gun and blow my head off? Why don't you just do that? Because it seemed like at the end of the day, you can't do it. And then you think it's bizarre. Like, I can't believe you even go there. What do you mean? I even say, why don't you just call me a nigger? Because you treat me like you treated people back in the days. Oh, that's very what do you say? That's uncalled for. You can't talk. I'm like, what? You guys, they just can do whatever they want. Let me read something to you just to make it biblical here. This is why Paul warned us of this stuff. And all of this happened because of what? Ron Young. Christians. These are Christians. Turning us in. They're supposed to supposedly love Jesus, but this is a perfect example. And this is what this was written how many years ago? Over 2,000 years ago. We are in the year 2020. We are in the 21st century. Look what it says here. It says, dare any of you having a matter against another go to law before the unjust. Guys, this is an unjust system. Straight up. And not before the saints. I have yet personally go before a saint. Brother Jordan, Brother Ryan have yet to go before the saints. We can't even get a jury of our peers. You know they're gonna give us. They're gonna give us some people that they paid to try to put all these charges on our brothers, disrespecting us. But listen to this, guys. I want to show you something here. It says right here in verse 8, 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 8 says this. Nay, he says, know ye not that the unrighteous, right, shall not inherit the kingdom of God. But be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor adulterers, nor adulterers, effeminate, nor abusers of themselves of mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners. These are extortioners, shall inherit the kingdom of God. Guys, I'm telling you, man, what I saw today, like you think you get used to it, it's onto a whole new. So here's what happened. This is why I got kicked out. So Brother Ryan was holding his own. He was holding his own. He was doing a great job. He continued to stop the judge from disrespecting him, and the judge kept on disrespecting him. And he just wanted to know, stop calling me person. I told you who I am. My name is Ryan. I'm man. Be respectful of that. Did you get my questions? He didn't answer his question. He just delayed it. He's setting up dates. Things that Ryan was clearly saying, I am not consenting to any of these proceedings. And you continue to move forward without my consent. And just moving on as if he didn't exist, just ignoring him. And he gave them questions. He has a right. We have a right to be able to ask questions, to have certain things answered. Even the judge, Bo, I'm gonna call him Bo. He's not my judge, and he's sure not Brother Ryan's judge. But Bo, what's his last name? Lee Joyce. Sitting here and saying, well, we're gonna get to that, and just putting all these things in, disrespecting this man. And he's tripping because he said that he's speaking over the court. Can you imagine Brother Ryan speaking over the court? You guys know Brother Ryan speaking over the court. Now, when I spoke over the court. Yes, that was true. But Brother Ryan, all he was saying, man, do not call me out of my name. I just told you. And he keeps on saying that you're disrespecting the court. Press the record that the defendant, see, he called him out of his name again. I told you I'm not a defendant. And he told him that he's disrespecting the court. And so then finally they got the police or the sheriff department or whatever to surround Brother Ryan and to put him in handcuffs for contempt of court. For what? Because the judge continues to be disrespectful, and all he does is call his bullies. He calls his bullies and tell them, hold him in contempt. He says, arrest him, but don't what he says, but don't book him. Don't put him in custody, but don't put him in jail. Don't take him to jail. We're just gonna hold him out there for 5 minutes. And then they got people to get me out. And then I spoke up. I said, this is ridiculous. This is a lawless court. I mean, you guys are here protecting the honor of the judge, the so-called judge. Well, who's there protecting the honor of my brother? He's innocent until proven guilty. He hasn't been duly convicted, and you treating him, even a person who's convicted shouldn't be treated like that. Who's standing up for him? So then they had all these people in uniform come out, and then literally they brought in like 20 people in uniform with guns, taser. They had they put their gloves. I mean, they were ready to go at it. Wanted to put their handcuffs on me. And then they told me I couldn't go back into the court. So I was there talking and everything. I was making a big noise because this is ridiculous. It's shameful to see how unjust, how lawless this court is. It's lawless, guys. I can't make this thing up. Never had an issue with the law. Gave back to the community. And this is how we get treated. This is how the system is going. Who's standing up for the people? And you know what it is? This is why the people are being treated this way, because we, the people, are not standing up. We have a right. Man, go give me the Constitution. Man, go to my room right here. I'm going to read something to you. This is what we need to do. This is the Declaration of Independence right here. This is why they're doing the things that we're doing, because we allow them to do this stuff to us. Let me read this to you guys. It's really going to come down to it. But how many people, how many brave men, women, really men, that's going to stand up? We just sit here and allow these people to disrespect us. Where's my little Constitution? I'm going to read something to you guys here. I can't find my other Constitution, but I'm going to read this one to you guys. This is my independent, yeah. Let me read this to you guys. I mean, 20 cops over. Guys, I'm just saying 20. We lost count. We couldn't keep up. Couldn't keep up. Let me read this to you guys here. Look what it says here. Man, where's my other Constitution? Where's my other one? Hold on, guys. I'm about to get this Constitution here. It says, hold on, guys. I'm about to get this stuff here. This is just off the chain, off the proverbial chain here. Bree, where's my Constitution? It was like a little booklet.
The yellow?
You know, it was a longer version. Where's my Constitution?
Would it be upstairs?
Hold this for me. While these people, just hold it right there. Just hold it right there. Okay, guys, let me read this to you guys here. It says right here, it says that, guys, we are the one that's going to have to do this stuff. Because if we don't do it, no one else is going to do it for us. Man, if I can't find this today, it says appeal, we hold these truths to be evident. And I did it in my other one. We are created, boom, boom, boom. We the people. Well, guys, let me just tell you, and then when I find it, I'm going to show you guys. But do you guys know it's up to us to, if the government is not doing what we want, we need to replace these government. That's what we need to do, because they can't keep doing this stuff. But guess what? We live in a thing that they got us so docile, so passive, that they just continue to do this stuff. Because who's really going to do this? Who's going to really stand up to the government and says, you're not going to be doing this anymore? And that's why, because everybody's afraid. Everybody's afraid, they're comfortable. And so they sit there and allow their rights to be trampled upon. But until we start standing up, guys, I'm telling you, the government gets their just power from the consent of the governed. They need your consent. Stop giving your consent. And they're going to continue bullying you, this stuff. So when I find this, I'll talk to you guys. But I just wanted to give you guys a report, what happened. I think they set the date for what? April what? 22nd. I wish I can find this Constitution. Bree, go up there and read this stuff, because hey, where's that Constitution? Good, you know, I read it with you. Good, Jordan just found it. Let me read this to you guys right here. Look what it says right here. I knew it was right here. Look what it says. Government. Listen, guys, this is in the Declaration of Independence. I can't make this thing up. They say, well, you need to get an attorney to teach you law if you don't understand it. No, I know the law. I don't know legalese, but I know the law. And you guys are sitting here, you made an oath. You made an oath. You bound yourself to the Constitution of the United States, to the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin. But this is what it says, and this is also in the state of Wisconsin. But this is what it says on the federal level. It says, government are instituted among men, right? Deriving their just power from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government, listen to this, people, listen up. Open your ears. Stop what you're doing right now. I need you guys to listen. It's right here. I can't make this thing up. Listen up. This is what it says. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it says destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people. It is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation of such principle and organizing its powers in such form as them that shall seem most likely to affect. So, guys, it's up to us. In the sake of, look at, it says likely to affect, listen to this, their safety and happiness. This is us, guys. We need to stand up and stop allowing these people to continue. This government needs to be replaced, especially this court system. This government needs to be replaced because these people are being lawless. They're not even abiding by the Constitution of the United States. They're not abiding by the Constitution of the state, in this case, Wisconsin. They're not. Guys, if you get a chance, I want you guys, I see 100 of you guys go out there, Google it. Go Google whatever state you in. Go Google up your Constitution. Just read the part about the people. Don't read all the stuff about the governor or the legislature. Just read the part about your rights. Read it. Educate yourself. You're going to be so blown away how simple it is. I'm not talking about the statutes. I'm not talking about codes. I am talking about the Constitution, the very thing that these public servants make an oath to. Don't read the statutes and codes. Those are stuff that just make up as they go. It's a lot of the statutes and codes that they put out there is unconstitutional. So read it, Google it, pull it out, highlight it, do your own cross-reference. I have my own strong concordance. And then when you pull out the state, then get the United States and look which one is in line with each one. You say, oh, this is the same as the First Amendment. Oh, this is the same as the Fifth Amendment. Oh, this is wow. The Constitution of the state has to be in line with the United States Constitution. And you don't know this if you don't read. This is what they're doing to us. They didn't teach us this in school. Did you learn the Constitution in school? Did you learn the Constitution in school? None of us learned this stuff. It was all just dates. Boring, you can't even remember 1776 something, I don't know, something, meant nothing. But this stuff, they won't teach in school. They won't teach you this. They won't teach you this. Guys, Do it now. When I'm done with you guys, I want you guys to promise me. Give me a thumbs up if you agree. And that means I know that if you guys intend to pull out your constitution of the state that you're in and the state and the United States, please give me a thumbs up. Because I want you guys to be educated. These people are literally lawless people, straight up. So anyway, I think Ryan did a good job. He stood his ground. It got disruptive because it had to be disruptive because the judge, what's his name? Lee Joyce. Bo Lee Joyce. Look him up. Bo Lee Joyce. He might be running for office. Bo Lee Joyce is corrupt. He is a corrupt public servant. He is corrupt. He's disrespectful. He wants everybody to respect him. I bet you Lee Joyce must have slavery in his background. He must have had history of slavery because he expects people to respect him, but he does not give any respect to anybody. He stands above you with his nose up in the air and he thinks he's better than you. He thinks that everybody needs to respect him, but he can disrespect you. He can spit on you. He can call you whatever name he thinks he wants to call you. But and then if you don't respect him, he'll call his bullies. Boys, come here, slave catchers. Put this guy in handcuffs. I'm holding him in contempt. I'm just gonna hold him in contempt. And then take that guy out too. Take out that black nigger. Get him off there too. And I don't want him in my court for today. Get him out too. Because he's causing problems. But you say that attorney can't pass by. And he doesn't give you any way to show you that he has any authority over you. He shows you nothing. He doesn't show you a license. He doesn't show you, how do you have authority over my brother? How come you can disrespect my brother, but then when I stand up for my brother, you kick me out? But then when you're disrespecting my brother, how can I kick you out? Can I say, Sheriff, I'm holding this judge in contempt. I hold Bo, Lee Joyce, I'm holding him in contempt. Take him out until give him a 5-minute break until he realize who he's talking to. You're talking to a child of the king. You're talking to Brother Ryan. Man, I tell you, man, I'm going to be praying against every single people that's being disrespectful and wicked. I'm going to be praying against them. That's what I'm going to do. You guys going to use your thing? I'm now going to call out the courts of heaven against you and watch what happens. I don't have to do a damn thing but get on my knees and pray. I ask you all right now, start praying against his name is Bo Lee Joyce, right? Bo Lee Joyce. You pray against him and all the people that's under his authority that supposedly say, we just doing what the judge said. You pray against them. Y'all knows who them. You pray against them. Whatever curses he bringing back to our people, you bring it back 100 times fold. You pray against Bo Lee Joyce. I'm going to put it at the bottom so you get the right spelling. Look him up. Pray against him. That's where we got to go. We got to go to the higher. Man, forget the Supreme Court. We're going to the most Supreme Court you can go to. We're going to the heavenly courts. That's how we're going to get. That's the only place you're going to get justice is from the heavenly courts where Yah reigns. That's where we going. So anyway, guys, that's my report. This it just freaking disgusts me. It disgusts me to see that at the end of the day, these people, you have no rights. They can literally do what they want. If they want to blow your head off, they can do it, and they'll find someone, well, I fear for my life. Whatever. I mean, Brother Jordan, he got elbowed. Did you not get elbowed? Man, what's his name? Officer Tanner elbowed him straight in his belly.
And then he said, excuse me?
He said, excuse me? Elbowed him. Man, if it was me, I would have fell to the ground and said, oh, rib, oh, shit, fuck, what, man, help. Man, he got elbowed. But if we elbowed him, what'd there be? What would that be called? You'll be in jail for assaulting an officer. See, look it, they can assault you, but you can't assault them. Judge can disrespect you, but you can't disrespect them. You see that? You see how that works? These public servants have lost their freaking mind. They literally lost their freaking mind. They think they can do whatever they want to the people. They said, there's a public building. Well, I'm the public. You're supposed to be here working for me. That man in there and that judge is not my authority. He is the public servant. He's supposed to be working for me. And you kicking me out of my own building? What the hell's going on? Anyway, let me calm down here. Guys, I tell you, man, pray against these people. Bo Lee Joyce, Officer Tanner, elbowed our brother. Assaulted him. What they call it? You being arrested for assaulting an officer? Well, you just assaulted a brother, and he's a child of the king. You watch what's gonna happen for elbowing him. You'll see. I'm not threatening you. See, look, I better watch out. They're gonna come in and say, oh, we got to get a temporary restraining order. There's no threat. I'm praying against you. What law says I can't pray against you? I'm praying against you because I don't have anywhere to go. I can't go to the government and make my grievance to them because they're just going to ignore me anyway. My brother can go in there and say, I've been assaulted by one of your officers. You're not going to do anything about it. We can do here, put in police report. They're just going to ignore it. We can go all the way to the Supreme Court. You're just going to ignore it at the end of the day. So guess what? Now we have to go to a higher power. We are going to Yah. And we're going to make our requests known. Please, guys, join me, share this, pass this thing out. We need to start praying against these people. Let's bring curses against these people. Whatever wicked they brought to us, bring it back to them 100-fold. And let's see. So every time they punch us, every time they do anything of wicked, then it's coming back on them. It's coming back on them. What they wish for us, we're going to wish it back on them. We're going to pray it back against them. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus, I got to get going. I love you. Appreciate your support. That's the report. We got Brother Ryan. Brother Jordan is on deck Friday. So, guys, be in prayer. Shoot. If they had 20, ooh-wee. I don't know. They may have 50. We were out. I mean, we always outnumber anyway, but I guess they think they need 20. You know, I told them it looked like it was half of a football team. So, anyway, keep us in prayer, and I'll keep you guys up to date. All right. Shalom, shalom.